why villains rock the blue eyeshadow look.
Mysterious, sad, I mean, all of it.
Yeah, I feel like mysterious is what blue I associate with. All of that.
Yes.
It's supposed to make you feel powerful, or like every time we do lashes and people become more confident. Mm-hmm. So who knows, like putting blue on your eyes, it was to give that visual contrast.
You're listening to Not Just Lashes. Here are your hosts, Shannique and Dixie.
Hello, beauty lovers. Welcome to Not Just Lashes. I'm Dixie.
I'm Shannique.
And today we're going to talk about blue eyeshadow.
Yes.
And why villains rock the blue eyeshadow look.
Yeah. So if you guys notice in movies or, Disney cartoons, the bad guys, bad women, I guess, right? Yeah. The bad women, they wear blue eyeshadow. Mm-hmm. Isn't that funny? Like, why blue?
Yeah, when you pointed it out to me, I didn't realize it. And then I was looking at villains and Ursula, Maleficent. I was like, whoa. Yeah, they all are rocking the blue.
Yeah, I mean, blue is just a striking color, right? And as far as like the movies or the cartoons go, usually the good guys are like in neutral colors, and the villains like bright red outfits, bright red lipstick, or bright blue eyeshadow. It's because they want you to know the difference. I mean,
that visual contrast.
Yes.
So blue is known to be bold, striking.
Yes.
Is there a reason why? Is it like symbolic in any way?
Yes. So it is symbolic as far as like the person's cold, right? And evokes a feeling of just like, ooh, this person's just evil. Like something's up with her. But and it also could be like, like this character is like emo or, sad, right? I mean, if you look at all the, let's say, Tim Burton films, right? You look at the Corpse Bride, she has blue eyeshadow.
Oh.
And, a lot of his gothic characters have dark eyeshadow.
It gives like a sense of like almost like aloof, or what are you up to,
Oh, yeah. So as far as like the glamour goes, many villains are portrayed basically as like larger than life characters as well. And it just gives them like almost like an alluring, like, ooh, I'm gonna get you, my pretty. Ha, ha,
yes.
ha, ha.
I mean, we're wearing blue eyeshadow right now. Do we look like we're up to no good?
Do we? Let me know.
Do we now look like not so innocent characters? The nice little lash girls you used to know?
Does it make you feel different?
I feel a little powerful. I'm not gonna lie. I put it on, and at first I was concerned because I'm a neutral. Like I'm less is more natural. Pinks.
Same. Yeah.
I think the boldest color I've ever put on my eye was dark brown.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah.
And even when I first put it on, I didn't have it very pigmented. I smudged it out a lot. And then I saw you put it on. I was like, oh, I need to go bolder.
Yeah, you got to go bold.
I do feel a little fearless, a little reckless. Like,
I need to bring up pictures of me in the 90s. But yeah, blue, I wore blue eyeshadow. So I need to bring them in and show you guys. But was I a villain? I don't know. You guys could tell me.
But you were rebellious.
I was very rebellious.
So that has to go with the color.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I totally believe that. It's by putting blue on the eyes, it just is subtly telling us that these characters are icy, unfeeling, and perhaps ruthless.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like my Dixie Bonnie ruthless right now.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
My
For sure.
ruthless side is coming out. So what also is interesting with the blue, would you say, is the supernatural or the unknown?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All of it.
Yeah.
Scary, mysterious, sad. I mean, all of it.
Yeah, I feel like mysterious is what blue I associate with. I don't know why.
I also,
like the sea
for
is
me,
mysterious. Like when I think Ursula or somebody like that, like they've got that glamour, or like Maleficent. They have that glamour that like I'm amazing and royal.
Exactly. It's like
however, they're closed off and
Yeah.
they're up to something else.
Oh,
like they
yeah.
might seem, I mean, we know that they're mean, but they come off like maybe they might not be evil, or why are they evil?
yeah, just like Cruella. She's glamorous, even though she's,
No blue
very
eyeshadow
cruel.
though, huh?
I think she does have blue eyeshadow, Cruella.
I think so too, actually, now that I think about it. It's like
she does.
Cruella.
But for me, like when I think of blue eyeshadow, I think of the 60s and 70s with pop culture. Because that's like kind of like the era I am obsessed with. I've always been obsessed with like the 60s, 70s, I guess the more bright, like crazy, like acidy, era.
Do you think that's because, like, not that like 60s is portraying villains?
No, not villains at all. It was
But
pop
just-
culture, because like you think of Andy Warhol,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just the bright colors and his simple, art. It was like in the 60s, it was very, very like art based. Even
Mm-hmm.
the clothes were very pop culture. So for me, it could be like a sign of like, I'm different, I'm cute, I'm bold.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it just like goes with that era, especially like Twiggy, when women, chopped off all their hair, right? So it is rebellious. Mm-hmm. It was like showing like, hey, I could be bold. I
Yeah.
can be spicy.
I definitely
And,
think the blue can be associated with rebellion and boldness. I really like that for blue.
Yeah.
I think that's what it portrays.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
during that era, I mean, you're getting out of what, the 50s, when it was,
everything.
homemaker,
Yes.
your goody two shoes kind of, like, you don't dance the way you dance in Footloose. That's not allowed.
Yes, exactly.
And now, like, yeah, you're breaking apart from that. And that doesn't make you evil.
No,
but
it doesn't.
It definitely is a pop out and breakout
A break. Yeah.
of,
Like stepping out of your normal, boring ways. For sure. Of course. And that's part of pop culture.
yeah.
Yeah.
I looked up a picture of Cruella, and she is wearing bold eyeshadow. It's a light lime green.
Ooh, I like it.
And that brings me to, because when you brought up the blue eyeshadow, I'm going to be the Wicked Witch for Halloween this year. And she's green. And you usually associate green with witches or
Yeah.
villains as well. And so I did a little research about that, of how this is another color that can allude to viewers thinking evil. And so it's interesting that Cruella had
Green, yeah.
because from my research, so green is associated more with money, greed, and power versus the like bold and aloof of blue.
Interesting.
So which makes sense for Cruella's character. Who knows if I haven't talked to the animators for Cruella or for 101 Dalmatians, but if they were to, what if that was their thinking? Because I would associate Cruella more with greed. wanting all the puppies to herself and the
exactly.
coats and all of that, versus Ursula, who I feel like was wanting beauty and attention. I don't know. That's just like but yeah, it was very interesting with the green being associated with that. And when we think of villains and their backstory, one thing it came from Shakespeare originally was the green-eyed monster being jealous.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And isn't that a lot
Yeah.
like our villains? And what you
Yeah.
see, it stems from jealousy.
Wow, yeah.
So, and then greed and the green.
Interesting.
And yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then also all the way back to Greek, they had the idea that green symbolized sickness and envy. So like you were almost, they were saying like sick with envy when you would.
I'm sick with envy.
Exactly. So, and that's a characteristic I feel for villains. They're envious, they're greedy, they're manipulative, and so it's funny that both blue and green can be used in that way to portray that to an audience.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. Fun facts.
Fun facts with Dixie Gladback.
Oh, that kind of rhymes.
Yep.
Fun facts with Dixie Gladback. Did you notice? Oh,
No. When did this all start? That's what I want to know. Like,
When?
Did this start like during Cleopatra days? Did this start like in the 1920s? Like, when did this become a thing?
well, I think it all goes back to the visual cues in movies. So when we started going back to from black and white into color, because they were trying to show a visual contrast.
Yeah.
I think that's where it more came from, because I feel like I don't know if this is correct, but in Cleopatra days or something like that, they did wear blue eyeshadow and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it
was
wasn't,
minerals, yeah.
it's what colors they could create and use. And I know like sometimes it would represent like the hierarchy in some things, but they were just making with what they could,
Yes.
in that. But I feel like when we associated or made people with these looks, it was to give that visual contrast. Like when you walk in the room, like if I walked, like I was a little nervous to walk in with blue eyeshadow to work, because like I'm not usually like that. Like, are they going to think like I'm gone crazy? Like,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
a very
exactly.
bold, present, like not an everyday look. But that's what they were trying to portray on the screen through either animation or film. So in color, that's what I think. I think when we started to have more color, I'm
I
trying
kind
to.
of want to dig deep, like, because I know like Cleopatra days with the blue, even the men wore blue eyeshadow. So like, it didn't matter. Like, were they all evil? That's what I want to know. Like, why? Y'all evil.
Probably thought it was pretty, a fun color, something different than their.
different
Yeah.
than no makeup.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm sure they wanted to be bold and
Yeah, to go with power.
exactly. They wanted, I mean, I associate like Egyptian, like that time period and stuff, like wanting to make a statement.
Yeah,
And they arrived.
when they arrived.
Like luxurious and
I will fuck you up. cross my pyramid. Gonna be gone. Off with your head.
yes. But also, so I think you mentioned it with the blue. And I noticed too, blue and green are both more associated, green a little more with magic. So if you notice in, is it Sleeping Beauty where she eats the apple? No, that's a spindle. What's the one with the apple?
Snow White.
Yes. So when she has that striking red apple, the poison apple, it first gets dipped in green.
I can't remember.
It like dips in and it coats it in a green, magic-y. So green is also our association with like magic and like supernatural.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, like when you watch like Disney films and they are doing a spell or spirits come out, they're usually a lime green, if you notice.
Interesting.
And so that's supposed to associate with supernatural. And because I don't know, there's something more creepy about green color to us.
I just think of like gross stuff coming out of your body.
Exactly.
You know, like your nose and other places.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly like that's what the Greeks were saying. Like they associated with sickness, and sickness was evil and gross and must be up to no good.
Oh my God, my nose is up to no good. Just kidding.
But yeah,
wow,
so
good.
If we take a look at films and everything, the evil queens, they might be wearing like the blue eyeshadow and the bold makeup looks to represent who they are.
Yeah.
But when you look at them doing spells or anything evil, usually there's like a lure of green, like a light lime green to show like convey sickness in her.
Wow.
You know? So I think green is actually like complementary almost to blue. Because you were saying, oh, well, we're wearing blue eyeshadow, like we're evil. Or when you were punky, you know, you weren't evil. We weren't all evil. But I think if you add a green element to it as well, that helps convey that there's something more
Oh my God.
sinister.
I was sinister in the 90s.
Were you rocking green as well?
Maybe, yeah. I gotta look through all my photos, but yeah.
It was the 90s.
Yeah, it was a little spicy.
You were a true punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all my research.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all my research too. So I don't know what to say. Everything's evil. But you know what? Like, have you ever met anybody that wore green or blue all the time and they were not very nice? Because when you were talking, I was thinking, oh my God, it just like reminded me of the old boss that I had.
And she wore
And
colored.
she loved blue and green.
Well, let her, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, do you feel different when you were wearing the makeup? And makeup, lashes, all of that.
Yes.
It's supposed to make you feel powerful or, like every time we do lashes and people become more confident. So who knows, like putting blue on your eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it some more.
It's a good look.
Watch out.
It just reminds me of, so I was a Girl Scout up until I was in my senior year of high school. Goody
I was going to
goody.
say like up until yesterday.
Yeah. No, I guess I mean, I never quit Girl Scout, so I guess I'm still a Girl Scout. I just don't
Once a Girl
sell
Scout,
the cookie.
always a Girl Scout.
Exactly. And we were going into middle school, and one of the girls comes in, and she was wearing bright blue like this eyeshadow with really heavy eyeliner. And she's very nice. There's nothing like, and she rocked that for like a year.
Oh, wow.
And I remember there was like a local makeup place, like a drugstore, and my troop leader came in and she was like, yeah, she got her makeup done. They taught her how to do this makeup. Like, we should all do a field trip and do our makeup. Like, and I was like, oh my God.
So funny.
Me and my best friend were like, we're not going to do our makeup like that. However, I thought it was interesting because I've never seen anybody really rocking that bold. It was like this blue, like an electric blue.
Well, I
in
think
daily
it
life. Like, I feel like if you're on the red carpet, you're going to parties or
Yeah.
Halloween. Like, I understand why, but I don't know. I don't
Not
know
every
anybody
day.
that rocks it every day. Do you know anybody that rocks like a bold color every day?
No, I don't know them personally, but like I'll see them on Instagram or social media, and they do wear, you know, different eyeshadows. But I think it's a sign of times, whatever is going on in culture in, pop, in art, in the news, just society. Like during COVID, nobody wore makeup.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, if we walked around like this, they would think that we had COVID. So
You okay?
are you okay, Shannique? Blink twice. Exactly. So it's like, it's definitely what is going on in the world. Like if you really pay attention and you really go back in history and see like events, just like World War II, women loved red lipstick. They loved red nail polish. And it was a symbol of, I don't want to look how I feel. A lot of people didn't have the money, right? They needed to save the money for bread, to run, to escape. But women, no matter, we saved our money for that. So, and that's something I learned from my grandmother because, takes one to know one. But yeah, it's fascinating to me. It's ultimately fascinating. Like, wow, like if you really do the research and you look and see what.
Oh, yeah. It's all connected.
It's always connected.
It reminds me of the Devil Wears Prada monologue about ceruleum. And how, she's like, you must have just picked that sweater out of a bin.
Yes.
But really, that was like somebody had thought about that and put it in that magazine and knew that specific color for that specific thing. And then it trickled down, and that's why you're wearing that color. It's like, but it's like that with makeup and stuff like that,
And I also feel it takes a particular person to start a trend.
Yes.
Just saying, like I might look at, I looked at your eyes and I was like, oh, shouldn't I?
And I said, yes, do it.
So,
put the blue eyeshadow on.
I do, and I feel different. Just kidding. No, but it does. It takes a bold person to come out and do something just wacky. I mean...
Yeah, but it's also what fits your personality and stuff. Like if I'm like, I imagine when I put on this eyeshadow, I'm like, I feel like more of like a rocker, yeah. So that's more my vibe right now.
I feel like a mom. Just kidding.
Still, just a mom with blue eyeshadow.
Just a mom with blue eyeshadow. Wake up in the morning, I'm like,
an evil mom.
An evil mom.
Yeah, like
Get in
that's
the
your
car.
character.
We're going to soccer practice.
She's got her blue eyeshadow on. Don't mess.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Next PTA meeting.
Do you dare me?
I've got some things to say. Yeah.
Oh my God.
When's the last time you went to a PTA meeting though?
I by accident, I went to a PTA meeting thinking I got there early, and I like sat down and they're like, who wants to bid on this or who wants to donate this? And I was sitting there going, oh my God, it was like an hour long before like open house for school. And I was like, didn't mean to go there. I felt like an odd one out, and this is why I don't do these things.
Well, you should have worn your blue eyeliner.
I should have.
So
I would have been the talk
of the
PTA. We don't want her. Get her out.
No, you would have made your move, and you would have been the queen of the PTA.
That's so funny. There are two like little punk rock mamas at my school.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're bold. Yeah. So I don't know. Are you guys bold? Are you bold enough to take a challenge? The blue-green eyeshadow challenge? Do it and send me photos.
Yes.
I want to see you.
Eyeshadow challenge.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. And we'll teach you how to put it on.
Yeah.
Just grab your little eyeshadow and just go like this and you're done.
That's what we did. Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, looks good, huh? Blink, blink.
Yeah. Because you don't want to smoke it out. You don't want to lose the pigment. You want it bold.
Bold. Mm-hmm. Do my eyes look browner?
No. I guess.
No, but
do my eyes look bluer?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. See, it works with you. I think me, it's like, meh, her eyes are dark anyways. So, I don't know, just saying.
It still makes you pretty. Still makes the sparkle.
Tink.
Still makes me go, whoa, who's that girl with the blue eyeshadow?
Want to walk around shocking people.
And that we will.
And that we will.
So until next time. when we wear a different color eyeshadow.
When we wear green. No.
Green's hard to find. I was in Sephora trying to find, because I was researching green eyeshadow and you were researching blue.
Yeah.
And it was hard. I found a green eyeliner, but it's more like an army green, and it didn't show up. I put it on, but obviously you do not see it.
No.
Yeah.
I like this though.
Thanks. I'll do it more often.
All right, guys. So you could see us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, Apple.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, and
yes.
Instagram at Not Just Lashes Podcast.
And TikTok now.
TikTok, Not Just Lashes.
Just remember, not just lashes, not just lashes, not just lashes.
Because it's not just lashes.
It's blue eyeshadow.
Well, this week it is.
This week. All right.
All
Watch out,
right.
guys.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.